welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well today, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is NatalieJade. I post videos over here at least 3 times a week, but currently we are in the middle of Vlogtober, so we're doing a video every single day over here. But welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I have a very exciting video. Today we're going to be going through, doing a full eye look, doing swatches, review everything on the brand new Beauty Bay Jade palette. And let me just tell you, this is a gorgeous palette. This is absolutely beautiful. So let's just get straight on with today's video. I hope you all enjoy this. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, leave me a lovely little comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And let's get started. So this is just a first impressions of the palette. This is what she looks like. This is the front, so it's like this highway road, and then you can see the stars. Oh, it's just very astrological, is this. And then down the spine you can see the Jade X Beauty Bay. So this just is beautiful, and that's just the packaging. So on the front it's actually got like real glitter, and it's got like 3D bits that you can feel, which is really cool. So when you actually open the palette up, this is how gorgeous it is on the inside. And I'm sorry, but I genuinely don't think you'll get any more colour in this palette than she has done. She has a really good ratio of mattes to shimmers. It was released yesterday, so it arrived in my post this morning. So I did some swatches, had a play, and then sat down to film this video. So yeah, there's just some ridiculous looking swatches in this palette. It has got a really nice full-size mirror, which is what we like to see. Again, really good packaging on the inside too. I love this combination of colours at the top. But these are the shades. So you've got your reds, you've got like some burnt oranges that are really nice. You've got some yellows, some brighter shades here, purples, pinks, golds, some blues, some more neutrals, more shimmers, greens, some more blues, like a khaki green there. You've just got a really big variety of colours to go for. I also wanted to mention the actual names in this palette. So the shade names is always something I look out for when someone releases a new palette. I love seeing what they've decided to call each shade. So I love some of these names. She's got some that do relate to Little Mix. So there's ones like Red Planet, there is Confetti, which is a stunning shimmer. And then I've also seen ones like What's Your Sign, Hun? I love that. There's Daydreamer, which is a gorgeous lilac, Retrograde, Sunshine Skin, Jaded, Serenity. There's just so many gorgeous shades and names in here. So I'm just going to set all the swatches in here now for you guys, so you guys can see those, but they are absolutely stunning. So this palette is a £42 palette, which is actually a lot more than I thought it was going to be, and it's a lot more affordable than I thought it was going to be as well. So it was at £30 for the palette, which is a lot more affordable than I thought it would be. So their big palettes normally are £23. So for this to be 30, with it being a collab with Jade, I think that's really affordable, especially compared to some other palettes that I've seen. So this is just so gorgeous, and I'm going to jump straight into it because, as I said, I've done some swatches, but I've not had a proper play around with this yet. So just going to get started because I'm very excited. So I'm going in with this brush here. This is the R39 from Morphe, and I want to use the shade Daydreamer here, which is this gorgeous lilac. And I'm just going to get like a wash of colour over my lids using this shade. I'm actually zooming you guys in now, rather than realise later on that we need to zoom in. So you guys might be able to see a little bit better now. But I'm just going to start here. Oh, that is gorgeous. So when I did my swatches, the lilac wasn't as pigmented as some of the other swatches were. So I found that the shimmers were really pigmented. The reds were very pigmented. I actually found that the yellow shimmer was really pigmented as well, which I didn't expect it to be, but it was really nice. So some of these did really surprise me. Obviously the pastels were a little bit less pigmented than the others, but with them being pastels, they're never going to be as bright as other shades anyway. So to get this amount of colour out of a pastel just from like applying it, I've not really packed it on, I've just got some on and then started to blend it out. So I feel like it is quite good pigmentation. It's better than I expected it to be. So that shade is beautiful. Look at how gorgeous that shade is. That's so pretty. So now I've decided I want to go in with the shade Ethereal. ethereal. I'm not really sure. I could have just completely butchered that then. So I'm going in with this shade, and it's a lighter version of the one we've just put on. So I'm just going to use this right around the edges just to help use that as a transition shade and help blend that out. So it's just like a lighter version of that, really. So next shade I'm going to go in with is Soulmate, and this is a really gorgeous, kind of like deep purpley pink there. It's a really, really pretty colour. I've swatched this a few times and I just decided I had to use this in this look because it is such a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. So I've got a couple of new morph brushes here that I'm actually going to open up. These are from the Live With Love collection, I'm pretty sure, and they came in this gorgeous box. So I'm just going to open a couple of these to be able to use. So I'm going to go in with this one here, which is a really nice fluffy blending brush. I'm just tapping into that shade Soulmate, like we said, tapping the excess off. And I'm going to place this right in the centre of my crease there. I'm not getting too much, but I'm just getting enough that we've got enough to blend it in with, but not too much that it's going to go really high up. I just want it to be in that very centre of my crease. And then same on my other lid. It's very, very, very pigmented, is this shade. It's really, really bright, and it's such a gorgeous, pretty colour as well, but it's so delicate and it blends really nicely. Sometimes I have problems with pinks trying to blend them out, and I feel like they just kind of sit on your skin and don't really blend as well, but these are really, really pretty and they're blending really nicely. So I actually forgot to apply my P. Louise base, which is something I do every single time I do my eyeshadow, is I always apply P. Louise base because it's such a good base for your eyes and it helps have a nice little tacky undercoat, something for the pigment to stick to. But I did forget this time and I don't know how or why. I think it's because I was going to do it on camera and then I just got distracted with the gorgeous palette. So all that's on my eyes at the moment is primer, which is my Goddess Golden Glow primer, and then a little bit of my NARS foundation, and that is it. So I'm going to see how good this eyeshadow is without using a base, because normally I'd use one because it always makes eyeshadows perform even better. But currently, these colours are looking absolutely gorgeous, so I don't actually think we even need to bother with one anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into the shade Red Planet, because it's this one here. And it's a really, really nice kind of like dusky red, and it's really pretty. I'm going in with this red brush here from Morphe, again from the Live With Love collection. And this looks very, very pigmented. I've taken a tiny bit of product and it looks very pigmented. So I'm just going to be careful when I'm applying this. And I'm just applying that next to that purple. So that is what it is looking like, and I'm not going to lie, I'm loving this colour combination so far. I feel like they're going to blend really, really, really nicely into each other. So for the final colour we're going in with, I'm using the Instapop crease brush from Real Techniques. I'm going into this shade called Angel of the North, which is right in the top right corner of the palette, and it's this gorgeous maroony, reddy brown colour. It's really, really nice, and I'm just grabbing some of that right on the end of my brush. This looks like, and when I did the swatches it felt very pigmented, so I'm just getting not too much and I'm just tapping that right into my outer corner there. And just a little bit there, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing on my other lid. It's just tapping some right into my outer corner there. I can always go back in later on if I need more colours and more of the shades anyway, so this is just kind of like building them up and deciding where they want to be. So now I'm going to blend all this together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the shade Intention, which is this gorgeous kind of pastel-y nude shade, and I'm going to lightly buff this all the way around here from where my brow bone starts to where the colour is, and I'm just going to blend this here just as a bit of more of a transition shade, just to make sure all the edges are nice and smooth and we don't have any harsh lines anywhere. So now that that is nicely blended, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the purples again and try and make sure that we don't lose any of that purple shade, because the lilac is gorgeous, but it's not as strong as the other colours. So I'm going in with that Morphe 939 brush again, and again into that Daydreamer shade, which is just so pretty. And I'm just going to start to apply that right into my inner corner again. And this is just adding like an extra layer of the colour to make sure we don't lose that in the blend of the others. And it's such a pretty shade, and it's really, really delicate. It also blends out so prettily. I always find with pastels that they blend so well. I think it is because of their nature being a pastel shade, but they're just so gorgeous. So now I'm going to grab the Soulmate shade again. I'm going to tap some of that where we place that. I'm going to build up like a second layer of all of those colours. So now all of my colours are kind of in the position I want them to be. I'm going to go and I'm going to do my lower lash line, and I'm just going to run Red Planet across the outer corner. And then I'm going to mix that into the middle, and I'm going to actually go in with an orange which is called Dawn. I'm going to do that right in the centre. I feel like it's a really, really nice colour, and it'll just kind of make the eye look pop a little bit more. And I'm going in with a different brush completely, and I'm going in with that Daydreamer shade and just applying that through the beginning of my lower lash line. So this is currently how it's looking, and it's starting to come together a little bit. I'm going to go away for 5 minutes, blend a little bit more, and then we're going to come back and do a cut crease. So I've pretty much finished blending that in, and sadly you kind of have lost a bit of that red in there, so we might try bring that back a little bit later on, just see how it goes. But I'm now going to go in with my P. Louise base, and I'm going to cut the crease because I feel like that kind of just makes the colours pop a bit more, and I want to use some of these shimmers as well. So this is the P. Louise base I'm going to use. It's in the shade Zero, and it is the bright matte white one. And this is such a good one. I'm just applying some to the back of my hand, and then I'm going to grab a small flat brush to then apply it to my eyes with. So I'm just going to use this one here. This is just a regular flat brush. And I'm going to start to apply this. I want it to be quite small towards my inner corner today. And then I'm going to get to about halfway and then just cut it off. So I'm going to do the same thing on my other lid. I'm just going to grab a little bit more product from the back of my hand and then do the same thing. I always do my best to try and make these equal, but I feel like it's virtually impossible to make them equal on both sides. But I felt that's the best we're going to get for now. So I'm just patting that down with a clean brush, just to smooth those edges. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a shimmer, and there's way too many gorgeous shimmers in this palette. That they are beautiful. I'm going to use this brush here, which is the only one from my new Morph collection that I haven't tried yet, and apparently can't get into. So I'm going to use this one, which is a flat brush here, and I'm going to use that to actually apply the glitter onto my eye. The first one that I've said I'm going to go in with is the shade Confetti. I can't decide if I'm going to go Confetti or Halo. So I'm just going to swatch them again on the back of my hand, but they have such a gorgeous formula. Like, they're a really nice and creamy formula to these. So this one here is the Confetti, and then this one down here is the Halo. They're both gorgeous and very similar. I might actually just do a mixture of the both of them, if I'm honest. I like the shade of the Confetti, but I like the actual pigmentation of the Halo. I feel like the Halo's a stronger shade, so I think I might go in with the Halo and then maybe do some Confetti over the top. So I'm going to start off with this brush here, which I showed you. I'm just going to grab some of that Halo shade onto my brush, which actually it picked up on the brush really well. Sometimes you get some shimmer shades that just don't want to be picked up at all by a brush. And I'm just going to start to apply this into my inner corner here. And that is a gorgeous shimmer. That's so pretty. So I'm going to keep on applying this, and I'm then just going to blend that into my actual inner corner as like an inner corner highlight there. I feel like that would make a gorgeous inner corner highlight. It's just literally brightened up that whole part of my eye just by doing that. I'm going to do the same thing on my other lid there and just do my inner corner highlight there too. That's definitely a perfect shade for an inner corner highlight. And I do love good palettes, but if a palette doesn't have an inner corner highlight, I'm not happy, if I'm honest. So I'm really happy with that. I'm going to go over the first parts of my lid with that shade again. But I think I might actually just use my finger because I don't feel like the brush picks it up as well, just for applying it onto the cut crease. So I'm literally just tapping it on with my finger, and it's a gorgeous kind of like white shimmer that you can't even tell it's on there on camera, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous white shimmer. It's just so bright and shimmery. So for my actual lid, I wanted to go in with a bright gold, but I really like the white contrast at the moment, so I might use the gold, but don't use too much of it. So my three golds that were my options were Sand Dancer, Alien, and Sunshine Skin, which are these three here. So that's Sand Dancer, Alien, and then Sunshine Skin. And I'm just going to swatch these onto the back of my hand. So you've got them in reverse order now. So Sand Dancer is at the bottom, and they are gorgeous, but I think I'm going to go for this middle shade here because it's more of a subtle, more of like an actual gold and more of a subtle shade. It's a bit prettier. So I'm a little bit annoyed that we lost the red in the look, but I actually think it turned out better for that. So we're just going to kind of forget about that for now and then maybe come back to it at the end. So I'm going to go in with that brush again. I'm going to take the other side of it. I'm grabbing some of that Alien shade because it's just so pretty. And I'm going to apply this from the middle to out of my lid. And it just adds a little bit of extra interest and a little bit of extra colour, but it's not too much. I'm just going to blend it so it's a bit of an ombre with the glitter, so it starts a bit lighter and then it's a little bit thicker. So the glitter's really pretty and it's applied quite nicely, but I'm just going to use my finger just to blend it out a little bit more. Which is, oh, such a pretty shade. It's just kind of added a nice little shine to my eyes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that purple, the really pretty lilac one again. I'm just going to take this small 307 brush. I'm just going in with the Daydreamer shade. I'm just going to apply a little bit on here and just start to blend that out. I'm just going to apply it a bit on there again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that red again, which is the Red Planet, which is that really dark, deep red. And I'm just going to apply a little bit on there and just try to bring that red part of the shade back. It's a really, really pretty red, but I don't want to lose the fact that it's a red and turn into kind of a dark purple. Because at the moment that's what I feel like it has done. And then I'm going to go in with this smaller brush here, and I'm going in with that Soulmate shade, which is that purple. I'm just applying that on top of where the two meet. And again on my other lid, just on top there where those two shades meet. So I'm going to use a little blending brush again. Actually, I might just use this one for now. I'm going to use this one, and then I'm going to go in the little one after, just to blend these shades out and make sure they all blend gorgeously into each other. And I'm just going to keep blending for a little while until I'm fully happy with how these shades are looking. So this is now how my eyes are looking, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a big fan of all of these shades. I'm going to go with the shimmer again. I'm going to use the white one, which is a confetti shade, and I'm just going to lighten my eyes up a little bit because I'm really obsessed with these colours. So I'm just applying that over the top, just make it a little bit brighter. And again on my inner corner as well. It's really, really gorgeous. I do love the halo shade, but this one is just so strong. I'm just blending that into that gold on my lid. So now I'm going to go do my mascara and I'll be right back. So this is now the final look, and I am majorly impressed by this palette. It has so many gorgeous shades in it, so many beautiful shimmers. The actual pigmentation in this palette is stunning. It is unreal. So if you guys do want to see any more colours and looks done by this palette, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. And I may do another few videos on this because I'm really obsessed with the blending of it, the pigmentation, just everything about this palette. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've all enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to smash that big thumbs up button for me, leave me a lovely little comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!